Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They are such a talented team in defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson to return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time. We'll see a more aggressive version of it in the end zone.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane. It might have been open there, was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. The Giants at 1-7 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are the things you have to look out for in games like this.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
We can talk all we want about it's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing, Jones. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Jones. He finds Robinson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones throwing deep for Galladay. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Looking to throw. Jones over the middle, complete. It's Smith. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Now Smith. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 63 yards. Seahawks have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Prater on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Kenny Golladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want to. So how do you cover him?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late. Eluding the pressure right. We'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down, Corbin. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On third down, Corbin. And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they're able to stop them short of a first down.
Here we go on 4th down. The ground at the 37. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Throwing now is Geno. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Throwing is Smith. That's complete right around the 8. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Geno now to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding, because that one was well over everyone's head.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I like the chutzpah there, right? They decided to go ahead and fake it and try and pick up a 1st down. But how about how they executed defensively and smothered that one? I know back from my time frame, everyone has responsibilities, even rushing on a field goal attempt. You've got the tight end. You've got the wing guy. wingback, you might have the guy out of the backfield. Boy, they executed that well.
Yeah.
Really stuck to what they needed to do.
It wasn't just 11 guys trying to block it. They were ready. They got it done. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Here's Jones, throwing on first down. Catch is made here by Irv Smith, Jr. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Looking to throw. Jones. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Gano now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. There's Tyler Lockett and the rest of his Seattle teammates coming of the season on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, the good stuff. got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this 1st half of action.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Smith now to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. They'll run on 1st down with Dallas. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DJ Dallas, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. So how about that for your 1st carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think he earned himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want him to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A 10-play drive that time. And a long run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Daniel Jones and the Giants head back to work. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 2nd of this 1st half, as he'll try again on 1st down here. possession. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Jones throw here pulled in by Galladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Corbin, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, Williams. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Jones. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Williams
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
You know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half. Already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver to about the 35, second down. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Smith. This is the tight end fan. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the middle, here's Walker. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st and 10, Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. That's complete to Swain. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. To the air again, Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant from 10 yards out, and the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Prater on to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays.
And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones.
Oh, Johnson, nice grab.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Jones now on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll buy some time right.
And that'll be caught by Tony. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before break. Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some good games starting in the early window on Sunday, and one of the big ones features the New England Patriots, as that promises to be a tight one. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos. Good stuff to follow on the West Coast in the afternoon window, one being out in Las Vegas, where it will be the Raiders. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Off play action. Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Galladay, 35 yards. And the Giants have got it back to within a score.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2. Jones throwing for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp. That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Another run. Again, it's Dallas. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, Walker. Oh, look at the juke. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion.
What's not cool about the gain there on 2nd down, that was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Dallas. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46.
They'll toss this out right to Walker.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
The Smith throw going into the hands of Williams. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
69 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They go play action here on first down. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On 2nd and 10, Jones sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Flushed out right.
And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on. But instead it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Corbin. And he's got this down to the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flush to his right.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants are back within a score.
I know Paul. 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is down to a field goal. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 74 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he'll get this across midfield to the 48.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led to...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Prater to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. There's the big free agent acquisition by the Giants. Kenny Golladay leading this offense back out.
A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Giants 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11.
The busy night continues for Williams. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the left hash. This from 37. Gano's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Now Smith. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Now a give right side. Corbin. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
From the 39, Jones rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Jones gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield. It late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 29, Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. To throw is Smith. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to throw, Smith. That's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They begin the drive with Williams. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was the thing, the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now Williams running left. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 39, Jones eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll roll him out right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones.
That's complete to Tony.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing Jones.
This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Gano for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays.
And it was finished up by a touchdown catch from Wan'Dale Robinson. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. On first down, it's Smith. Flushed out right. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now Geno. His throw incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
They'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the 1st down.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jones.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Galladay, complete.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the ground with Williams. He leaps over him, and he's brought down. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants have broken our tie and have taken a 4th-quarter lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down on the scoreboard. A little over a minute to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. And Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Smith. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Smith now to throw. That's complete. Past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Now it's Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. One last throw here for Smith. This to possibly force OT. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Giants, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.